Yes, we are live. Hello and good morning, everyone. This is Rafsan Zilani from EDUKO Pathways, and I would like to welcome all of our students and their parents to another EDUKO Live session. Today, we have with us Elton Hugh, joining all the way from Swinburne, Malaysia, which is in Sarawak, and you may take the lead, Elton.
All right, sure. Thank you, Rapsan, for the quick introduction. Okay. Hi, students. My name is Elton. I am the counselor and also the marketing person in charge for Swinburne University of Technology Sarawak campus. I hope everyone is safe and healthy as always. All right. First of all, I would like to say thank you to EDUCO, particularly to Rafsan as well for actually inviting us for this quick, I would say, info session, a live session about Swinburne University. Right. Now, without further ado, let me share my screen and we will start a little bit of introduction about Swinburne University. Right. Please hold on. All right. Sure. Everyone can see my screen, right?
Yes.
All right. Cool. Now, a quick introduction about Swinburne University. Maybe some of you may heard about us before, some of you may have not. All right. So Swinburne University, we are actually a top-ranking university, one of the, I would say, the top university from Australia. And we actually started off in 1908 as a technical college. All right. And in 1992, we actually obtained this university status. All right, in Melbourne. Then in 2000, we actually established a partnership between Swinburne Australia and the Sarawak State Government in order to have this Swinburne Sarawak campus today. Now, in 2020, all right, we actually celebrated our 20th year of anniversary, and today we continue to be one of the top 1.5% ranked university in the world. Okay, so we are actually one of the top 1.5 among the top universities. So if you were to come to Swinburne, Swinburne University, all right, you will be actually getting a world-class education. Now we are actually located in a city called Kuching. It is actually 1.5 hours flight away from the Kuala Lumpur, and also less than an hour, or I would say about 70 minutes. All right, a flight from Singapore all the way to Kuching. We are located in East Malaysia, and of course, Kuching is one of the, I would say, one of the top preferred destination for students to come and study here, and to get an education in Malaysia. Now, one of the good thing about Kuching is that we have actually quite an affordable living cost, right? So this is actually an estimated cost of living if you were to come to Swinburne University or Kuching to study, right? So if you can see here, our accommodation is actually a lot more significantly more affordable compared to Kuala Lumpur. Our meals and groceries here can be very, very affordable as well. Entertainment and transportation a month, I would say that you will need about US dollars, about less than $400 in order for you to enjoy, or I'll say live in Kuching. Okay. So this is actually the campus view, all right, an aerial view of our campus. Our campus is 16.5 acre big. And if you can see around the surroundings, we have hospitals, all right, here. We have the hotel. We have cafes and restaurants around this university, all right. And then we also have the on-campus accommodation and also the off-campus accommodation as well. We also have the multi-purpose hall, and we have also the sports facilities such as basketball court, football field, badminton court, squash court, tennis court, and cricket field as well. All right. And we also have a dedicated lab for engineering lab as well in the block E here. You can see, right, we have dedicated 46 engineering labs here at Swinburne University in Malaysia campus. And in front of the university, we also has this shopping mall just right in front of the campus, and also the immigration and the police headquarters. And beside them, we also have a mosque just right in front of the campus. So for students who observe Friday prayers, all right, you can always you can actually walk over to the mosque there easily. Okay. So what are the advantages, all right, for you if you're to come to Swinburne Malaysia campus, right? Now, one of them is we are actually we provide the Australian education here in Malaysia. So in a way that you can get a Australian degree without having to go to Australia, right? And of course, you are getting a world ranking university, right, a degree. So meaning to say that once you get a university's degree or a certificate from the university, you are not only going to Australia or Malaysia or Bangladesh for a job or careers, but you're also allowed you to work anywhere else in the world as well. And of course, we are actually our course fees are actually value for money because I would say that the fees itself is one third of the Australian tuition fee. At the same time, you're getting the same education and same certificate from Swinburne, Australia. Another good thing about coming to Swinburne Malaysia campus is the flexibility to choose in doing exchange or transfer to Swinburne, Australia. This one I'll highlight a little bit more further in my next slides. And we also have a very high graduate employability rate. Right? At Swinburne, we are actually very committed to produce world-class graduate. Right? It is in line with our Swinburne 2025 Moonshots Horizon. Right? And we also aims to have this all our students will able to get a job or career in the future, right? So at Swinburne, we have a high graduate employability rate of 94% within 6 months of graduation. And last but not least, we also recognized as the Adobe Creative Campus, and we are the only 20 universities in the world to have this recognition from Adobe. Right. So these are some of the advantages when you come over to Swinburne Malaysia campus. Now, another benefit which I have not highlighted in this slide is the advantages of you coming to Swinburne in the Malaysia campus is the Malaysia as the study destination. Okay, this is because in Malaysia, we will say that I will say that we share the same similarities compared, with Bangladesh, which is we are a Muslim country, and it's easy for students, particularly Muslim students, coming over here to enjoy the life here at Malaysia because you can actually get the accessibility, easy accessibility to get an halal food, and then also you can actually get access to mosque easily for your Friday prayers, and these are some of the benefits of you coming to the Malaysia campus. Now, a quick summary about this as well. We also have our graduates are being hired by the top 100 global brands around the world. Right? If you can see, there are some of the companies that our students have actually been to, right, or doing their internship or careers here, like Google, PayPal, Shell, Tesla, Microsoft, Facebook, and many more. And all our programs and also are recognized by the professional bodies such as like engineering programs. We are accredited by the Board of Engineers of Malaysia. We are actually accredited by the Engineers of Australia as well. And our IT program are actually accredited by the Australian Computer Society, and our business accounting and finance program are actually accredited by the CPA Australia and also ACCA as well. Right? So these are the professional recognition that we have in our programs. Now, coming to Swinburne University, another good benefit, all right, or advantage of you coming here is we have a very diverse global community. So we have more than 3,500 students from all over 45 countries, right? So you can see here, these are some of the students where they are, okay, where they're coming from. We have students from South Asia, all right? We have students from Southeast Asia, Malaysia. We have students from Australia, Japan, and then all the way to Europe as well, and also Middle East and Africa. Right, so it allows you to have a chance to not only get to know the people from Bangladesh, but also the people from around the world as well. All right, so it is actually a one of a good chance for you to actually expand your network in Swinburne University. So these are some of the I would say the images or photos that are actually provided by the Bangladeshi students here at Swinburne. So we have actually close to about 100 Bangladeshi students here, and actually they are one of the top 5 international students here at Swinburne Malaysia campus. So these are some of the student testimonials that I can share. So we have students from Bangladesh actually doing Bachelor of Computer Science by the name of Zahin, all right? And also we have students from Sri Lanka is doing robotics and mechatronics. We also have students who is from Malaysia. She is doing a Bachelor of Business. And also we have students from Indonesia actually residing in Zimbabwe is doing a Bachelor of Science in Biotechnology. Now, as I mentioned earlier, we actually have a very good, I would say, a flexible international transfer and exchange program to Swinburne, Australia. Now, let me touch on a little bit on transfer first. Okay. Now, transfer program allows students to actually start in Malaysia and complete everything in Australia, right? So if you are engineering students, you can actually do the option of 3+1, 2+2, or 1+3 to Swinburne, Australia. Okay. Whereas for non-engineering program, you can actually do 2+1 or 1+2. Okay. So this actually applies to all the programs except for the Bachelor of Engineering in Chemical and also Bachelor of Business Management and Digital Media. Right. So these are the options for students to actually go to Swinburne, Australia for that 1 year, right? In a way that you can actually save much more money before you go into going into Australia, right? That is actually cost saving. And also for students who does not want to actually go Australia directly because maybe you're going there and you feel homesick or whatnot, you can actually start with Malaysia first, right? So do a 2 or 3 years, then after that you transfer for your final year. Okay, so this is a transfer program that we actually give students the options to choose. Now, because going to Australia, you will have to pay in Australian dollars. Okay, so Australian fees is about 30,000 Australian dollars, all right, per year. So that would cost you about 22 to 23,000 US dollars per year. Okay, so what you do is, if let's say you really want to go to Australia and at the same time you want to actually save some money, okay, you can actually go for the exchange program. Okay, so this exchange program allows students to have the options to do a student exchange to Swinburne, Australia for that 1 semester. And the benefit of doing this exchange program is that students are to pay their tuition fees in Ringgit Malaysia. Okay, so that is the advantage. So you get to go to Australia, all right, for that 1 semester, but you're paying in Ringgit Malaysia fees. So it is actually one of the I would say that this is actually one of the most preferred options for students, particularly for students who actually are very tight in their budget, right? So you can actually consider transfer or exchange program, right, when you're coming here at Swinburne Malaysia campus. Now, at the university, we are doing a little bit of upgrades right now, okay? Or not a little bit, but sorry, it's going to be a major upgrades, okay? So this upgrades is actually targeting on the cafeteria, accommodation, student atrium, classroom, and also hangout areas. All right, so why are we doing this upgrade? Is because we want to ensure that we do provide a high quality Australian life and education here, even though students are in Malaysia, okay? So these are some of the images that we have. So this is actually accommodation. It is actually completed right now, but of course I have not updated this slides yet. So it is actually about 50%, I would say more than 70% completed, right? And of course we have students are actually coming in to stay in the campus. Okay. So of course, on the apart from on campus, we also have off campus accommodation options for students to choose from. We have off campus accommodation at a range of about 600 all the way to about 1,005, depending on your budget. All right. So this is something that you can actually explore when you actually come over to Swinburne University for your studies. Now we also, some of the images here is the main entrance photo where we have. This is actually the student lounge, right, where students get to hang out while waiting for the class to start, right? We also have a lecture theater which can house easily about 300 to 350 students. We also have tutorial classrooms, okay, which is actually refurbished into a new lively modern look cut of classrooms that we have. Last but not least, we also have refurbished our washroom, right? So these are some of the images that we so far that has been shared to us in terms of the campus development. Now, So before I proceed further, let me show you a video of our campus tour. It is actually about 1 minute video, so I hope you can get an idea on how does our campus looks like. Right, here you go.
Welcome to Swinburne Sarawak Campus Tour. Our campus is near the city centre, commercial and residential areas, making Swinburne easily accessible. Let's start the tour with our lecture theatre. It can comfortably sit up to 350 people for a huge lecture. Next, we'll have a look at our computer and science laboratories. As the University of Technology, Swinburne has state-of-the-art computer laboratories helping students gain skills needed for the future career. Our science laboratories are well equipped for students to conduct the experiment in a safe and controlled environment. Not only that, our campus has 46 engineering and research laboratories. Students can explore their research while preparing for the future career in Industrial Revolution 4.0. The library is your one-stop solution to all your studies need. They have resources, facilities, and services meant to ease your learning at Swinburne. The library also has a 24 hours study area for our students. Our campus has two 24 hours computer laboratories that are fully equipped and safe for use after office hours. The multi-purpose hall can accommodate up to 900 people for activity with a large crowd. It also functions as our recreational facilities such as basketball court, badminton court, splash court, and a fully equipped gym located above multi-purpose hall. Students can join sports and recreational club to make full use of these facilities. That concludes our campus tour. Thanks for watching. See you on campus.
Okay, so you have an idea how our campus looks like, and if you actually want to find out more, of course, about our campus, you can always go to approach EDUKO Pathways for more information and about our campus, and they can actually show you more videos about our campus as well. All right. Now, moving on, these are some of the courses that we have, okay, at Swinburne University in the Malaysia campus. We have business course, we have design and arts, we also have chemical engineering and science with engineering programs, and we also have the computing program, right? So these are students who you are from HSC and A levels, you can actually go into the undergraduate program. Now, for students who are in SSC and also O levels, you can consider going into the foundation first, which we have in business, IT, engineering and science, and also design course as well. Okay. Now, these are some of the, in I would say, our tuition fees for the year of 2022. If you look at here, most of our fees are actually at the range of for foundation it's about 6,000 or 6,100 US dollars. Whereas for this undergraduate program, it is actually under, I would say, about in between about 7,700 all the way to 10,500, all right, per year for US dollars, right? And if you're looking at master's program, it's actually about 9,800 all the way to about 12,400 US dollars in total. All right, these are actually some of the fees that we can show you here. All right, and on top of that, we also do one-off charges, which is including the visa processing fee 1,250, medical insurance of 500, and also refundable security deposit about 2,000. All right, this actually fees is going to pay in one off, and when we actually receive this fee, we will actually start the visa processing. Okay, now all the fees here are actually in US dollars indicative. All right, it's just an estimation. Whereas the tuition fee in the ringgit Malaysian show here are actually the confirmed one. Right. Now, if you want to compare that, some students may ask, how come the fees here is like if you compare to other universities here in Malaysia, it's a little bit expensive, or I would say that it's on the higher range. Okay, I would say that among the foreign run campus here in Malaysia, we are actually one of the most affordable, and we have one of the lowest tuition fee in among all the foreign run campus here in Malaysia. Right. So rest assured is that you are getting a world-class degree, all right, but you are paying at a very much affordable price. Okay, so that is the advantage here to study at Swinburne University as well. Now, these are the intake dates for the year of 2022. Okay, of course, our previous degree intake was in 28th of February, and of course, the next one will be the 5th of September. So, students, if you would like to apply to Swinburne University, you can actually submit your application now, and because the visa processing may take about 4 to 6 weeks of time, so it is actually best for you to apply now, prepare everything, all the documents, so we have enough time for you to process, enough time for us to process the visa, right? As for foundation students, you still can as for students who wants to go into foundation, you can still register now, and you can go into the 11th April intake, or you can go into the subsequent one, which is a 6th June intake, right? So these are some of the dates that we have, our intake dates for the year of 2022. Now, entry requirements, straightforward, foundation, SSC 3.5, right? And if you're doing O levels, at least you need a 5 Cs, okay? Whereas for diploma, SSC must be a completion, and for IGCSE must be at least a 3 credits. Now, for HSC students and A levels, you are actually eligible to enter into an undergraduate program, right? So HSC is 3.5 and above, whereas for A levels is 8 points in 3 subjects. Right? Whereas for students who wants to pursue postgraduate program, particularly like MBA, Masters of Construction Management, Masters of IT, you can actually go for come into the program with a recognized bachelor degree program. Okay, so for this one, for students who wants to pursue this postgraduate program, you will have to send in your result to EDUKO for further assessment. Okay. Now, apart from the academic requirements, you also have to meet the English entry requirement. Okay. Now, for students who are actually from SSC and HSC background, you will have to do an IELTS or Duolingo, PTE or TOEFL, all right, based on either one of them, and achieve the certain scores listed here. Okay. And of course, for students who actually taking O levels and A levels, right, you can actually enter the program directly should your English score this a C and above, right? So if let's say you do not score a C and above, then you may need to actually sit for IELTS, TOEFL, PTE, or Duolingo, or any other approved external English test in order to join our program. Okay. Now, we have come to the attractive part of this presentation, which is the scholarship and grants in the year of 2022. Right now, for foundation studies, qualification, if you are from O levels, as long as you get 3 A's, you'll get about 3,000, all the way about 12,000 in your first year tuition fee, right? To about 6 A stars if you can get. Now, for SSC students, at least 4.0 in order for you to enjoy 3,000 ringgit. All right, and all the way to 12,000 ringgit, which is 5.0. Okay, now for diploma, any qualification, you can get a 15% off in your annual tuition fee. Now, whereas for degree students, HSC, we need at least 4.0 all the way to 5.0, it's about 11,000 in your first year tuition fee. And of course, for A levels, 2 B's get you 5,000, 1 or 2 A's get about 7,000, 3 A's you get 11,000, and 4 A's you get a first year tuition fee waiver. Right? So these are scholarships that are available for Bangladeshi students. Now, in an event that you do not or you did not get any scholarships, right, we will actually give you a grant. Right? It's actually about 2,000 for foundation and 3,000 for undergraduate programs. Now, on top of that, we also provide Emerging Technology Award for students who actually go into these programs. All right. And also a postgraduate by coursework bursary, about 10% for all students who actually go into our master's program. And if your parents are actually a school staff and also if you are a parent right now, your children is actually a school staff, you are actually a staff, right? And your kids wants to actually come and study here, you can also get a 10% off in your first year tuition fee. And last but not least, if you have any siblings, all right, that joined Swinburne previously or now, you can also get additional 10% off in your first year tuition fee. Right, so these are the scholarships that we have. And of course, if you have if you need more information about our scholarships, all right, do drop by or do contact EDUKO, all right, for more information. So what do you need to do right now, all right, after this presentation? So if you're interested to approach EDUKO, and if you actually find out that, after consulting with EDUKO and you think that, you want to join Swinburne University, do submit your application to us, all right, through EDUKO, and then we will issue an offer letter. Now, having an offer letter means to say that we accept you are eligible, right? But you will need to accept the offer letter in order to confirm your secure place here at Swinburne University, right? So what you need to do is you need to accept the offer, all right? Or you can also get EDUKO to help you to assist you on the acceptance. Then, of course, once you have accepted the offer, you make the payment, and then we will actually do the visa for you. So what you need to do is to furnish some documents that are required by us or by the immigration. Then after that, wait for your visa to approve, and then we will see you in Kuching. All right. So that is the easy, I would say, the 5 easy steps for you to follow should you actually want to apply to Swinburne University. So that's all from me. All right. And if you want to find out more about Swinburne, you can go to our website www.swinburne.edu.my, or follow our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for more information, and also some of the stories of success stories that our students provided, right? That we have posted as well. Right, thank you, and I'm happy to take any questions.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank
thank
you,
you.
Elton. It was a nice presentation. So I have a few questions, Elton. So I wanted to know what are the current updates of the immigration of Sarawak?
Okay, good news for now, because finally the Sarawak immigration actually processing the visa. All right. We are actually doing a lot of visa. We have already submitted quite a number of well, not a number, quite a lot of visa application to the immigration. So we are hoping that immigration will be processing it very very soon, and then of course the students will actually able to come in and to continue the semester here.
Okay, and I also wanted to know some of the students asked me that when a student enrolls in Swinburne after finishing their first year or second year, if they wishes to transfer in Australia, what are the procedures and who will help with these things, with these transfer things?
Okay. There is actually two ways of doing it. Okay. One is students can actually approach one of our counselors here that handles the exchange and transfer program to Sweden, Australia. Right. Our counselor will do everything that is needed in order for the students to actually transfer to Swinburne, Australia. Okay. Now another one is actually through EDUKO as well. All right. I do understood that you guys are working with Swimmer Australia, right? Yeah.
Yes, we are.
So yeah, so students can also approach EDUKO to actually transfer to Swinburne Australia. That is up to the students entirely.
Okay, that's about it then. We are by almost by the end of our session. Uh, so thank you, Elton, for joining with us for
Welcome.
this amazing presentation. I know you are a very busy guy, but still you have managed your time to do this live session. So once again, thanks for that.
Thank you for
And
inviting.
thanks to everyone, those who have been watching this live. If you want to get in touch with us, you can get our address in our Facebook page. We are open from Sunday to Thursday from 9 to 6 p.m. And yeah, that's about it. So stay safe, stay well, everyone. Any last words, Elton?
Yeah. Yes. My last word is actually to tell all students that if you, let's say, for example, you want to actually pursue your studies, and just don't take a very long time or a sweet time to actually think about it. Right? Do act on it now, because I would say that if you really want a counseling session or an information about Swinburne or any other university as well, do contact EDUKO, all right, to find out more about your study options, and hopefully, and also of course I do wish everyone all students that are out there be safe, and also be healthy. The most important thing is positive mindset, but negative in your COVID results. All right.
Well then, thank you, Elton. We wish to see you in Bangladesh in person
Sure.
as soon as possible. And thanks to everyone. And we'll be back with another Educo Live session. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Rafshan. Thank you,
Thank you.
everyone.